Hi, Ophiuchus Risings. Thank you so much for being here. I am Divine Femme Care at 144. Very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their rising signs in the zodiac sign of Ophiuchus. Unlimited to anyone who should find this message, or should this message find you. For your reading, I will be doing a 3-card spread of love, money, and you. And then we'll get major arcana, and then a card from the end of the world as we know it, that created by me, that has the lunar phases and zodiac signs. Everything has been pre-shuffled, so let's go ahead and begin. You have a title here. Possible title. I don't want to hold anything. Everything's fluid, but this is what I channeled for you, Beatrix. And so what I got was, and it ended up being the actual character from Kill Bill, but I had channeled, let me make sure I pronounce it right. Okay, that's what it is. So I had channeled the name Beatrice and then Bellatrix Constellation, and it combined to create this. So I may include that as part of the title if this ends up being the title. But overall, Beatrix, the character from Kill Bill, um, I don't even want to tell the movie because it's one of my favorite movies of all time. And I believe I did. I thought about this earlier. I believe that one of the readings I did for you not long ago actually had a thumbnail connected to Beatrix from the movie Kill Bill and her rising after being buried in a coffin in the dirt. She gets herself out of that. Those are great movies, great creations by Quentin Tarantino. So take what resonates for that, but this is a powerhouse energy. It goes beyond that, to be honest with you, and I do feel as divine feminines, even the divine feminine from within the divine masculine, are feeling into this energy here. Being empowered, feeling empowered, knowing the infinity energy of your power and just how great it can continue to increase. And I was getting ready to say the energy of expansion came through in the Scorpio rising reading that I just did. So could be a collective energy overall is also what I'm getting. I'm also picking up the importance of heading towards a full moon. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I hope everyone's doing well. Feeling well, staying blessed, living your best. Let's get your first card for love, for Ophiuchus Rising. First card. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. I wasn't gonna say love bombing, but like being showered with love is what I'm getting with this. But we'll see. We'll see what these cards are here. So the ones that want to show could be some shyness, this being in the love, or something that is wanting to be hidden, no longer hidden because it's coming through in your reading. Scoot this over. 4 Swords. It's about healing. 4 energy is connected to stability, security, unconditional love, Cancerian energy, warmth, nurturance, happiness, overflowing of love. So it could be this Cancerian energy overall connected to what I got here. With all of your cards and this being in the love section. Swords is going to be air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. We have the Knave of Swords. Right away I get watching or being watched. This could be I'm getting people that love you. Where I'm getting a lot of you possibly being a teacher of some sort and having those who are studious toward you and what it is that you have to offer. And we have the Queen of Wands. For some reason, I just keep getting everything that I said here is going to apply to this energy here. I'm just trying to feel through the energy to okay. Okay. So what I'm also getting, now I'm starting to pick up healing being witnessed. And the reason why I was getting part of this energy being here, I get this being divine feminine energy. And then this being surrounding divine feminine energy. But I'm also getting that with this healing and something being witnessed, I'm getting a lot of you being leaders, great leaders, way showers, and showing the way is what I'm getting. And creating and manifesting and showing what it is that you're actually manifesting and what you have your hands upon here. And I get it being connected to what's here. So what it is that one is creating with the wand, the Queen of Wands is going to be a fiery energy. It'll be part of your energy. And then Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. Great manifester. A go-getter. I'm getting similarity to the King of Wands, so that could be twin flame energy. But a great builder, innovator, and having great magnetism, strong sexual attraction. And very successful and talented. Let's I'm gonna scoot these here because I'm feeling the need. I was about to take this here, where I even feel this may be not only what you have manifested, but this being connected to soulmate. Because I was going to say I was going to take these cards and put them here, but they're wanting to continue on. So let's see what we have. And then what I might even do is keep the love here, put the money here, and the you here. Or we can stagger it, just so we can leave the message and not... See if we can scoot this candy over. Candy, candy, candy. Yum, yum, yum. Okay. So I'm getting to lay these cards here. Yeah. Oh, look at that. That's so pretty. Okay, so, oh my goodness. I appreciate the beautiful channeling. Um, But what because I might have to go grab another card deck. I don't want to. But I see a manifestation of karmic cycles being completed, wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups. And then this Two of Sword energy, I get there being great discernment. There also being truth and clarity about the lies connected to a soulmate partnership. Because I do get the two serpent energies being important. The swords here, I also get being significant, but it relating to another card deck. I'm also getting the Ten of Wands, and that being in reverse, where there's a depiction of this energy here, just like you see it here in the Ten of Wands upright. But when that Ten of Wands is reversed, we see the two serpents and the sun. So I am picking that up too. And that being also too about an ending of burdens, or having dealt with a lot of burdens connected to a wish fulfillment in a partnership here. Two of Swords reverse traditionally will be about there being no indecisiveness. And I'm also getting with this possibly having been in the upright, there being some kind of indecisiveness, but the sun being here for the clarity and illumination. We do have the energy of 11 here. Oh my gosh, and I actually channeled 21, the energy of 21 right before I started your reading. So that'll be significant to the 3 energy connected to that. And I also get this being connected to manifesting. Like almost like spinning, like creating a wheel, spinning the wheel, and then wishes being granted. I'm gonna go grab this other card deck. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it's like the Wheel of Fortune. Like the actual game is what I see. And the Wheel of Fortune is a card of 10 in the major arcana. That could be significant also too. With this 11 energy, I've been getting lately Aquarius energy strongly with the 11 energy. So I'm getting 11th house energy, but I'm also getting an association with the star card and a wish. I mean, you have the wish card right here. We're also going to see what's at the bottom of the deck to complete this. But I do get there being a great sense of clarity and wishes being granted. Alright, so I'm going to look for the Ace of Swords because I'm also getting that too, connected to these two swords. Where it may even be that others, I'm just getting like outside energies may have wanted to paint you and your person, a soulmate, in an unfair light. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. I even got 1 2 1 2. Alright, so here we have the Ace of Swords, the star cards right next to it. 8 of Swords will be next to it on this side here. This is overall 9 of Swords here. And then we have the Knight of Rods. I get this being about some kind of intent. And that being exactly, okay, so this might be someone connected to a karmic past and that being over. It may even be part of this energy here. But what I'm getting, I'm just seeing this. I get this being about action to have intent for possibly in, okay, so I'm also getting this may be someone who's actually out in the public eye. But I was seeing the two rose energies being almost like these swords, but the actual sword being the representation of the swords here, and this being the clarity of a new foundational start that's built on honor and integrity. And so what I'm getting is this being between you and your soulmate here. The Eight of Swords has been a very resonant card for Ophiuchus, but I've always gotten that as some kind of outside energy wanting to have that depiction placed upon you to have one believe that one is stuck. But I get also to being in this kind of suspension here, if that were the design or the intent, is only enhancing. It's like an actual person who loses their sight. When they lose their sight, they tend to rely, well, it's natural to rely on your other senses, and those heighten and those strengthen and they increase. And so I get there being an increase, even though this Eight of Swords is, it's unreal. No one's ever stuck, for one. But I do see that being about some intent, and that possibly being a part of a lie. And then the two roses here. Again, I just get it being connected to the serpent energies. And then you both being in this energy of clarity, honesty, integrity, and truth, where that may have been something, perhaps this energy might have overreactive or reactively did something to try to have some kind of intent set. And then I'm also getting this actually being the truth, and then someone feeling foolish, continuing to receive communication about the truth and being in the same, like you can see it. It's very similar to what's here. I just get someone continuing to maybe try different things and it just not working. And the more that they do that, they just continue to be illuminated. And that could be connected to what's here with the sun energy. But I get this possibly being a past karmic energy. And a lot of you being in your power here to create this and say bye also too is what I'm getting. And then spin that wheel and have things move in the way that you want. Because it's your world. So that's what I get here with this. And not only do we have the star card next to this, but we have this actual representation of the downward sword and the energy of the Two of Swords, and there being no indecisiveness, and the truth and the clarity actually being the power here. I also got three swords, and so an interference of some sort, and it most likely being the energy that we see here. On the other side of this, yeah, we have the Seven of Rods. Resistance. Ace of Cups. Justice. So you have, like I'm getting, there being a situation or two, being left out in the cold, and being this actual Ten of Cups. Learning how to love yourself, that'll be the stuck energy. Someone not liking that. Not wanting one to have success. Because I don't get this as standing your ground. I don't get that. I get this being possibly the interference towards one's wishes, hopes, dreams, and desires. And then the truth being in between you and your person. The truth being in between you and your person. No stress. Okay, and then we're going to see what's at the bottom here. 11. And there's the 11 energy. So this will confirm what I got here and someone trying to control a situation. And that's it. Alright. So that being in love. I don't get this being about being strong or taming the beast. I get this as being the confirmation of everything that just came through here, and you actually having wish fulfillment. So you have something new coming through here for you. Continue to believe in yourselves, in your truth, and in your knowing. I do also get to, a lot of you possibly haven't, like I'm getting strong Leo energy. And I get a Two of Cup energy, like wanting to prevent a Two of Cups from happening. Because this is fire energy. And I've gotten you here as the fire energy strongly here. There's a lot of swords here too. I'm not really keen on that energy either. And I think the water here, I feel that that's what you have been feeling too. Like all the sword energy, you're ready for love. So manifesting with your wand, creating karmic cycle endings, bringing in your wishes. And as a part of that, I get there being greater clarity and a new start and foundation, where it's being revealed that someone was being overpowering here. Let's get your money card for Ophiuchus Rising. Money card for Ophiuchus Rising. Money card for Ophiuchus Rising. Knave of Wands. So, Knave of Wands being in the money section, this will be, I get Lotus energy rising from the mud, being excited about something new, but this also being good news. Confirmation. And the fact that you only have one card, I think that speaks volumes. I am getting a Two of Wands of some action here. So if anything's been stagnant because of karmic cycles needing to be completed, you have the energy and onset of new beginnings here. Based on foundation, with clarity, honesty, truth, integrity, excitement, things to be hopeful for. And that'll be a part of that star card energy too. But the Two of Wands will be very similar to the two energy here. The clarity, the knowing, making the decision to go forward towards what it is that you want. But this being great news, I also get, especially being in the money. Okay, let's get your U card. U card for Ophiuchus Rising. U card, Ophiuchus Rising. I even see, before I move on, I'm still, for some reason, this is wanting to give more light. But I do see a Three of Swords reversed also here too. So that being the end of third party interference, situations, anything painful, because you have wishes here. U card for Ophiuchus Rising. Okay. So I'm getting this associated with the energy here. I don't get this as being you. This is Eight of Swords energy. So that'll just go back to what do we have here? You have the Seven of Swords right behind that person. Here's the three-party, Three of Cups situation connected to that. No longer investing. This person being tired of continuing to try when there's been an ending here. Well, that's what I got. So we seen this earlier. And this is Nine of Swords. I get this also being connected to this person here too, because you actually have 9 here as wish fulfillment. Someone being in their head, wanting one to remain stuck. And I also get what they're holding here as evidence being the same thing here as what I picked up with this person and their intent. So we'll go ahead and we'll leave this here. The fact that this came out in the you section will speak to this energy of wanting to overpower and try to control. And then I just got a notification again on my phone, so that will be confirmation for the message that just came through. All right, let's get an actual you card for Ophiuchus Risings, who have created karmic cycle endings when it comes to those who want to overpower and try to control. Ophiuchus Rising, you card. Wonderful. Okay, so this is almost like, oh, and I put that back, didn't I? Let me take that out. Here's the Nine of Swords. Here's the King of Swords right next to the Nine of Swords. Hiding this behind his back. Not wanting people to see what is really going on. Hiding behind this sword and yielding this sword with negative intent. So also wielding, whatever it is that they're doing with this sword. Going all willy-nilly. And I feel this is also going to be evidence of what's here and what I picked up here. So just like you have good students, I'm also getting this being someone very naughty. Given the uncovering of what we have here. Okay, where'd that go? So we'll put this back, because it looks just like this Lover's reversed. It looks just like what we have here. And there being clarity. The end of third party situations here too. You can see there's a masculine energy and then 2 feminine energies there. So this being a part of the discernment energy, the third party energy, moving. And I'm also getting, lately I've gotten, with the Seven of Swords being with this King of Swords passively pretending to be a woman. And this just overall being about a third party situation where a past karmic energy got themselves involved in a soulmate connection that involves you, targeted you, and this now being over, as we have another ace energy here for you on top of this, and then the world card of completions and a new cycle, and then wish fulfillment being granted, being excited, having good news. And this will definitely be the good news also here too, I'm sure. So you have the abundance here of love and money, Ophiuchus Risings. This is really, really pretty. And I feel that this is about the hard work, the diligence, being in your power, being empowered, doing the healing. I just get also to you being seen for your magnificence here. Beatrix. Let's just go ahead and we'll put this here, because that's exactly what I got there. And it being seen. I'm also getting appreciated, but you also being seen for your truth versus the lies. Where the lies are actually coming from energy that wanted to show itself here. So I get with this association for this person. Again, this is going to be both good and bad, studious ones. Watching you rise and shine and create and manifest greatly here. But I also get this possibly being part of some immaturity connected to this person here. And then notice energetically where this landed, where I almost feel like this person wants to be a block. So what we're going to do is do a little switcheroo. Do a little switcheroo. And put this over here in the corner. Like I'm getting like someone tried to put you in the corner like the movie Dirty Dancing. Where baby, her dad takes up for her. I think it's towards the end of the movie. You don't put baby in the corner. I might have had that as a title in the past. I believe I have. Okay, so, I mean, the fabulous gusto here of what we have here. Let's do this here too, because, and I said a staggering energy, so it'll be like this here. And I feel this is speaking to, not necessarily like a tear down, but this being about a foundation. You setting the foundation and it beginning with the love. Receiving great news as a result. I mean, it's all here. I don't need to, you know what you're doing because it's all here. So Ace of Pentacles is going to be superior energy of abundance and great wealth. This will be a part of that good news with that being in your money. But you also representing this, I get. This being representation for both you and your person. The two serpent energies is going to be right here. With the red, gold, and green energy, I also get that being connected to karma. Coming from the song Karma Chameleon. And then the energy of the Queen of Pentacles will be here with the 3 flowers. And then that gives me the Queen of Cups. It'll be all the energy that comes from within the Queen of Wands, where I get this being almost like a youthful energy of an empress, because I got great magnetization here too. But yeah, you have beautiful ace energy. This is starting off on great foundation connected to truth, clarity, abundance, love, and money. This is the elemental energy coming from the magic energy from using your magical wand here and creating and manifesting. And then also, not only manifesting your wishes, but I feel part of your wishes is for truth, is for justice. The 11 energy of Aquarius being very strong, not only with the star card, but you have it with this relaying of the overpowering energy, and justice actually being a card of 11 in some tarot decks. So the actions here being met with justice is also what I get. And then that just being connected to what's here. But I see 1 and 1. There's 1 and 1 here. 1 and 1 here. 11 here. 1 and 1 here. 1 and 1 for this here. It's in every, it's what we put out there is what we get back. That's pretty much what this is. Pretty much. The 6 energy here in reverse. Virgo energy is also what I get here too. But that message already came through. You have beauty here. That's beautiful. So with the end of third party also too, this is about you being in representation of this pinnacle, but this also being about some great wealth that's coming through here for you. Great news. Beatrix. All right, let's get your major arcana. We may possibly look at the bottom of the deck here. Major arcana for Ophiuchus Rising. Major arcana for Ophiuchus Rising. All you do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on your mind, you can't never get enough. And every time you step up in the building, everybody's hands go up. That's what I get here. We have the Tower card at the bottom here. I get this being about a breakthrough and it being connected to this person here. You having success. There's a masculine energy that's here, and I get that being associated there. Now, I was also too picking up Chariot energy, also being connected to a vehicle. So take what resonates for that also too. I do see a beautiful backing. I've been getting this lately too as a backing connected to Divine Masculine. So take what resonates for that. But one sitting on their throne, and that was coming through distinctly here. But given that it was a Queen card, I felt the need to not mention it. But now that's coming through also here too. And I also see the importance of this Chariot energy connected to a lot of you here being lifted up. This throne here is on this foundation of purity. I get this, and you see the pyramids here. This is so pretty. The pyramids of elevation. Being lifted up and supported. Sphinx energy could be significant for you. I'm going to actually look that up real quick. Okay, so the Sphinx energy is, the symbolism is connected to mystery, power, and protection. Standing guard near the pyramids of Giza, the Sphinx have become a symbol of mystery, power, and protection, but its significance goes far beyond its striking appearance. In Egyptian mythology, the Sphinx was deeply connected to the gods and pharaohs, representing divine authority and wisdom. Okay. And then I also see High Priestess energy. I see this Pentacle energy being right at the crown also too. This is empowerment, you being in your power and winning. Because I've also gotten this as great success as well. The Chariot energy will be about sitting, analyzing, observing, having the knowing. And that'll be the High Priestess energy. But the sitting pretty energy is Empress energy. And that came right here from this Queen of Wine here. 7 energy is a balanced energy. It's also angelic protection as well. This is super powerful. Very galactic. And then that Wheel of Fortune energy will also be associated. All the wheel energy and what you've manifested. It's energetic returning to you with great abundance and fortune and love on top of this. Wishes being granted and fulfilled. The gold and silver sphinx, that could be significant too. I just get that being connected to your fortune. And then again, a lot of you being a complete baddie, very attractive, highly magnetic, confident, beautiful mother energy, very graceful, compassionate, and one who doesn't take any shit. It's also what I get here too. Just very beautiful. The floral energy surrounding this chariot, I get that being almost symbolic to the wheat that you would see with the Empress. But I'm also getting like 9 of Pentacle energy, being independent, sitting pretty, being surrounded by all things beautiful, having manifested this, and this being the inner energy that is being created on the outer. This is just fabulous. So then the Tower energy, that's going to be about breakthrough energy and anything unwanted. Also being removed. And this actually came through, this Tower card has been coming through the last few readings. So the energetic collective energy is about anything that's not sustainable, anything that is not working, anything that continues on that's not meant is going to be corrected by the universe. if it hasn't been the decisions of those, knowing the decisions they need to make for their betterment, or what is conducive to the collective as a whole, because we're all connected. We're all connected. All right, so this powerful breakthrough, I do get it definitely being not only about you winning, but creating and manifesting your wishes, dreams, and receiving the great news that you rightfully deserve with the money. Great news, the money with you being this abundant pinnacle, and then this even manifesting physically in your life here. And then the manifestation of truth and clarity, and also the end of any kind of third party interference, however that may be. Illumination of what may have possibly also too been happening with someone wanting to try to overpower or try to control, take what doesn't belong, just cause all kinds of discord and disruption. And that ending because you did it. Tower card is a card of 16 that comes together to create a 7. So you have 2 sevens here. And that's giving me Pisces energy along with the strong Libra energy. Libra and Pisces have a secret love affair. I don't even think it's secret because it's come through in almost every damn reading I've been doing since I've been doing it. And then those 2 sevens actually come together to create a 14 where I get the Temperance, and that being a twin flame card. So that could be significant for you. Take what resonates. And then that comes together overall to create a 5. So that 5 also being transformative energy, but also speaking to the sexual attraction on a more positive note connected to you all here. I was going to see what was behind this tower here. 42 just appeared. That's the energy of 6, where I get that being connected to unconditional love. Judgment. That's awakening. Breakthrough. For sure. Oh my goodness. The sounding of the horn. Look, I just get this being this energy here. For someone or situations being completely naughty, built up on foundations that, again, aren't sustainable. Built on lies, things that are just untruths coming down. Ego death will also be associated here too, and that just could be what we got connected to this energy here. Here's the Temperance. Here's the Empress and the Lovers. Now what I see here, this is going to be, because I feel this is a part of the deception. With the Moon card in reverse, here's the Devil energy next to a Hierophant. I get this being about the sexual attraction because all of these women have the same color hair. I get this being Beatrix, the fiery energy, and every single card that I explained being the ultimate win here because you're all of these energies. And I feel that's a part of the higher perspective and moving above and beyond what was depicted here by this energy connected to possible cheating or there being some kind of just negative stuff here. But I see this as being every woman. There's a song by Shaka Khan that was also sung by Whitney Houston, I'm Every Woman. And I'm getting this energy here. This being a breakthrough here of a decision that's being made. And in that decision being made, and also seen here too, whatever has been residing is being removed. And I just get a lot of you being in the power to do that. Here is that Queen of Wands, who's also going to be in this Lovers card. And this being a different Lovers card than what's here. This being a bond between two. This also being the upright energy of the 6 energy that I just spoke on. And then the Empress, we see that here, counterpart to the Emperor energy. This will be the twin flame energy. I'm just getting all the ways of the Queen and being in your power. It being seen, recognized, a decision being made, and then boom, change is happening. That's what I get. We could even go further. Yeah, and then here's the manipulation that's actually being seen by the Hermit energy here. Hermit energy has been connected to the Temperance energy in the past. I'm actually getting that here with a marrying energy between Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. And then the Serpent energy, that just being like a lower vibrational snake energy, because you're snake energy, and I feel that's a part of the lies that were manipulated to create, and that being exposed and being seen. Injustice being connected to this. Here's the Star card. Here's the Hangman. High Priestess reverse. So we have the World card here. Endings here for anything foolish. Stuff being illuminated. It's all here. Karmic cycle. Wheel spinning. I see a connection. Things being manifested. But then there being some kind of interference. And that being an injustice. Having to go deep within, discovering the truth of a deceptive person, that being illuminated with the toxic energy. But I don't get this being toxic. I get this actually being with there being some revealing. This being about some kind of it's connected to the magnetism and the attraction. And then the Hierophant energy. I see them, being drawn towards this fire connected to you all here. Making a decision, and then an impact is being made where someone's being knocked out of the way. Something new is starting here for you. And boom. It's a win. That's what I get. Let's get your final card. Oh, let's see what's at the bottom here. Connected to what came through here for the U section. Ten of Pentacles reversed. Six of Swords. Yeah, it's projective energy that I'm getting. I feel like what I was also picking up right before your read is that you being this abundant pentacle energy. Oh my goodness. How was I going to say this? Being this abundant pentacle energy, it's like others who aren't able to get their own, aren't able to discover how to do what it is that you do here. And maybe that's why we have that here. Instead of doing the actual work, doing things to interfere, and that'll be the interference, to try to interfere with the overall energy connected to you as an abundant energy. And then wanting to feed off of that. And that'll be narcissistic energy, vampire energy, gaslighting energy, moving away from this energy. And I just get that being a part of this person falling down and this reversal Ten of Pentacles being associated with this here. Moving away from choppy waters. Temperance. Again. So I get this being the counterpart energy to you all with the powerful feminine energy, divine feminine energy that we've seen with the Lovers, the Empress, and the Temperance. This being the masculine form. So them receiving the clarity also too that they need to move away from what doesn't serve. And I do feel it may be connected to what we have here. And this being the Six connected to you all with the upright Lovers. You both moving away from what does not serve. Healing energy, Four of Swords, you have that here. Two of Swords energy. where these are in the upright energy with the Six of Swords are moving away from choppy waters, where it will speak to still truth, clarity, being on foundational sets of honor and strength, great power, moving past the lies coming from a third party interference. Oh my God, stop it. Here's your twin. This is confirmation of a twin flame. This is also going to be part of this tower moment here too. And just like I got the good and bad for this energy, I'm getting that for the tower. And just you knowing your truth and your worth and not the lies of someone else. Your counterpart also seeing this, being the good part of this, and watching you work. And this helping them to now bring this all together. Holy shnikes. Thank you, Spirit. That's amazing. King of Wands, counterpart to the Queen. They were confused. And I don't get this as options. Again, 3D perspective, having higher perspective rather than what someone wants you to believe. But knowing your truth and your worth, and that it's possible that not all men are cheaters. So when you see a Seven of Cups next to a King of Wands, with the tarot and everything that's come through from readings that I've seen in the past, automatically someone would say, oh, they're cheating. They got options. I don't. That's not that. That's not that. This is confusion. And here's the Nine of Swords reversed. Not being in their head. Getting over this. There was confusion. I just get this being awareness. Because in the upright Nine of Swords energy, this will be about continuing to try to decipher or just being all out of sorts here. But I get there's no longer any of that. This being an explanation of there being some confusion. And then this being recognition. And in that recognition, moving away from what does not serve. Here's the Two of Wands reverse. And it just confirms what I got here with the Two of Swords reverse. And what I got here. Third eye energy being significant for this. I'm going to leave these here. I don't even know where to leave them. We'll do this here. How about this here? We can even look further. Yeah. Hangman reverse. This is the greater perspective. Being enlightened. And then explaining. I'm just getting, someone didn't have the clarity. Didn't have the knowing. You may have helped them with what it is that you've done. Empowered. The energy from within you that also encourages energies on the out. And then someone simply expressing, I didn't know. That's what I'm getting. And it now being seen that you do know. Because it's here in your reading. Where both energies of the twin flame energies for the temperance energy have come through here for you. This is super pretty. Let's get your final card. We're getting into the hour of power here. Seven of Cups has also possibly come through. Like, there's such a backing to this connected to the Six of Cups. The sun that's in the middle. The sun's now in the middle of you and your counterpart. But there in the Six of Cups is the sun. It's not here in the Seven of Cups. And I feel that's about this sun now being here for this new beginning. The clarity being at the crown here. I just hope this all makes sense for you here. Where someone has distorted something to keep something from happening for you. You being in your power. You taking it back and getting what it is that you rightfully are deserving of. Final card for Ophiuchus Rising. Oh my goodness. Let's get you a card here. That just flipped because all those cards flipped, so I'm not going to take that. Ophiuchus Rising. Okay. Let me sip my tea before I turn this card over. Because this fell right on the Tower. And that King of Wands, too. Last quarter in reverse. So this is, I get this also being about seeing the truth as some kind of interference and wanting to control a person, wanting to control. And more they're being covered with their own truth. So being forced to see their truth with this empowerment coming from you both here as fire twin flames here. You and your counterpart. But this reversal energy, this last quarter energy has come through as gaslighting, passive aggressive, doing things undercover in the night. This being the negative intent being sent by someone to have them in a desolate situation or for them to be without money. I also get to, in that sense, this also being about wanting someone to not believe in themselves or to know their true worth and their true value, and to take from that. So as you stay in low vibration or whatever kind of vibration related to this person throwing jabs, they're feeding off of whatever energy is being inflicted upon and taking that for themselves. And that's what I got here too. And that being a part of the confusion with the 7 energy, that just gives me that 7 of Swords. So this also being about the revealing of the negative intent that was sent towards someone, where I get it being a lot of you here as the Queen of Wands, who's also going to be in the Lovers, the Empress, and the Temperance. Confirmation as I say that because the Sun Aura notification just came through on my phone and it is currently 9:32 a.m. Kudos. So yeah, beautiful. I like this. I love it actually. And this just speaks to the prospects of the great prosperity that is within you, that's always been meant for you and is now coming through here for you with someone being removed out of the way here. And they can have that too. All right, Ophiuchus Risings, this is your reading. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, empowering, and enriching here for you. I'm even going to show you here too. We do have the full moon coming up. I believe I mentioned that at the beginning of your reading. I feel that this negative energy was designed to continue on from this person. They're being completely removed out of the way, where the intent was to continue on with this with the next moon phase. So this person may work with the moon, doing things. And I just said in the nighttime. I don't know what I just said about the night, but I get that being referring to this person doing things also in the night with the moon. And this being actually energetic, unlawful crimes according to the universe. The universe is the patrol. So when you're using universal energy to do wrong and to do harm, it's simply going to be karma that goes right back to this person here, and it being corrected, the universe correcting itself. All right here. Ophiuchus Risings, this is your reading. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, empowering, and enriching here for you. Congratulations to all of you who have this beauty here. And then also, I just get a great sense of something. I mean, it's not even a sense, it's right here, King and Queen. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, empowering, and enriching here for you. I thank all of you so much for your continued love and support. Welcome to all new subscribers, and until we meet again, I wish you all the very best. Again, good luck to you all with your wishes being granted. The good news, let's not hide that either. We'll go ahead and put that here. Voila. And I'm actually getting to the positivity. I know I was going to end your reading, but what I'm also seeing is the association I got here with the bad energy, and this also being good. The good being here with the great news that's in your money, connected to the King of Wands, where I'm seeing the similarities here, where someone may have tried to even interfere and perpetrate and it being an unwanted sword energy. This being more passionate energy, that's actually creative energy to manifest whatever it is that you wish. Wishing to get away from that. Successfully done. Beautiful job, Ophiuchus Risings. Until we meet again, I wish you all the very best. Take great care. I love you. Peace.